I wanted to take this moment to say, don't come for me, but I'm pretty sure there's lipstick on my teeth for not only the whole of this video, but the whole of part 2. Whoops.
Hi guys! In today's video I'm going to be giving out my top tips and tricks for taking the best cosplay photos and cosplay TikToks. This is going to be a 2-part video. This part is going to be about cosplay photos and the next part will be about cosplay TikToks, so subscribe to my channel so you don't miss when I upload the next part. Shameless plugins! For this video I'm going to be using my Emma cosplay as an example to show do versus don't. With all that said, let's get into it, boys! My first tip is probably the biggest tip that I can give, and it's lighting. You can have the best cosplay, the best background, the best everything, but if your lighting is crap, the rest of it doesn't matter. What I mean by this is lighting can both affect how good your photo looks and the mood your photo has. If you're trying to give a very mysterious, dark feeling, then darker lighting with darker colours, it will work. However, you need to use that to your advantage, because if you can't see your face or whatever the main part of your cosplay is, it can automatically lower the quality of your photo overall. For example, here's a photo that I took with Emma with bad lighting. As you can see, my face hasn't been made to be the highlight of the photo because of the lighting. Overall, it's just not a good quality photo. Compared to a photo with good lighting, where my face is lit up, it's vibrant, and it overall gives the innocent, childlike charm that Emma has. Sticking on the topic of lighting, I mentioned before how lighting can change the mood of a picture. What I mean by that is colours. For example, for Yuri and a lot of my characters with pink, purple kind of hair, I use pink lighting because not only does it match the wig, but because it matches the wig, it lights up my face in a particular way that fits the character. It presents femininity and overall just makes me look cute. However, for sadistic kind of characters with like a hint of evil, I use red. I use that mainly for Nagito. I don't think I use it for anyone else. For sad TikToks, I use a dark purple or a blue. Because, obviously, boo-hoo, I'm crying. Apparently, tears are blue. On top of lighting, your emotion can change as well. I know that's very obvious, but the emotion on your face, it has to match the lighting you've provided. You can have blue lights, but if you're smiling, that's just happiness. But if you've got blue lights and you're frowning, that's sad. I haven't actually used colour lighting in this photo to demonstrate, but I feel like my point should be made anyway. So here's an example with bad lighting, and the emotion's there, but it's more aloof and innocent than it is what I was trying to capture. And then here is good lighting, and the emotion I was trying to capture. It's fear, it's mystery, it's surprise.
It's fashion.
Which, if you've watched The Promised Neverland, you will know is a main theme. Mystery, fear, all that lot. My next point is probably an obvious one, but it's also very important to mention, and that's angles. The angle of your camera can heavily affect your photo. Again, not only looks-wise, but mood-wise. Having your camera at a lower angle, whether that be your phone or a professional camera, it can either be belittling in an evil way, or it can be attractive in a dominating way, if that's what you're going for. Personally, however, I don't tend to go for angles like that, just because I do have a double chin, so keeping my camera like this, or a little bit above, helps to eliminate that. A tip for anyone who struggles with a lack of neck or excessive amount of chin. Keeping on the topic of angles, my next tip does relate to what I've just said. in the sense of your body's angles. This angle right now, I wouldn't take a photo like this because I'm not in the middle of my screen. I'm not the focus of the picture. The focus of the picture right now, it's my room. For the best photos, I position my body in the middle of the screen. I usually make sure that my face is the focus unless I have a prop. If I'm trying to get elegant, beautiful shots, I tend to just keep my hands out of the way unless I'm using them to frame my face. But if I'm trying to get dynamic, lively shots, my hands tend to be at the foreground, shown in these pictures here. On top of the angles of your body affecting the mood of the picture, the angle of your head can heavily affect your picture. For example, if you tilt your head like that, it looks evil, it looks scary. So if you're trying to go for a psycho, scary, evil kind of look, then tilting your head and looking directly in front of you through your eyelashes gives you that horror effect. I've forgotten the actual name of the effect. I'll put it on the screen. But that's how you can achieve a more evil look. But if you're trying to go for a more childlike look, maybe looking off in the distance or tilting your head, making sure that your eyes are big and wide, full of hope, full of happiness. As example, here's psycho, scary Emma, and here's childlike Emma. As you can see, there's a major difference. I look more childlike, I look more happy, I look less like I'm going to murder someone. Which, like I've said, if you're trying to go for a more innocent childlike look, like Emma, who is a child, then that's not what you want. For my final tip, I'm gonna sound like such a stereotypical cosplayer, but have fun. Have fun and experiment. Experimenting can not only lead to good things, finding something you love, it can also lead to finding something you don't like. You can find something you hate, but that's a learning opportunity. You can find something you hate and you know not to do it again, and you can grow from an experience. For example, if you've got a garden or a park that you live near, take your cosplays and take some photos. Take a shot every time I mention mood affecting your picture, but nature can affect the mood of your picture depending on where you are. If you're in a dark forest, it can be mysterious, it can be dark. If you're in an open field, it can be surreal or it can be elegant. Also, experiment with angles and lighting. Maybe try taking photos in complete darkness. Maybe try silhouette photos. With angles, try landscape, portrait, up above, far away. Experiment however you can, find what you like, find what you don't like. And maybe you'll find something unique. Maybe you'll make your own tips and tricks video based on what you find. To finish off my video, I'm gonna show some pictures that are personally my favorite cosplay photos I've taken over my time as being a cosplayer. And I feel like these incorporate these tips very well. I'm sorry if these tips were very basic, very repetitive based on what other people have already said, but if you've heard them before and you're hearing them again, it's because they are important and they do help. A lot of these tips can not only be applied to everyday life, taking selfies, but I feel like they can be applied to TikToks as well. However, I will have exclusive new tips for TikToks in part 2, so like I've said before, subscribe if you don't want to miss it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now, take care!